Hello and welcome back, everyone. This is Max with A Website Pro, and we're in the Absolute Beginner's Web Development course, Lesson 5, and this one's going to be about links. Okay, a couple things. First, I made a change on the website now. Whenever you're in one of these lessons over here, the beginner's course, you're going to see the bare bones HTML. Okay, so you can actually just go right in here and grab it, and then you'll be ready to go. So let's go ahead and do that. And we're going to right click on our desktop and we're going to hit new document. Yours might be a little bit different, but you want to create a new file or a new document on your desktop. And we're going to call that file index.html, just like normal. Okay. We're going to right click and we're going to open with our editor. Yours might be Notepad or Text Edit or something of that nature if you're on Mac or Windows. And we're just going to go ahead and paste in our HTML bare bones code. Let's go inside the head and let's make a title. Title tag here, open and closing. And we'll say all about links. Okay. Links are the one of the most important things whenever it comes to the internet, websites, and apps, and all that stuff because you have to have a link to be able to get to go where you need to go. We call these anchor links. Okay, and the way we write them is just like any other tag. We start out with a less than sign, A for anchor. Okay, href equals, and that's for the hypertext reference. Okay, and this will take us to a file, wherever that file may be. Now, if it's outside on the internet somewhere, for instance, let me pull up A1 Website Pro. If I wanted to link to this particular web page, I would grab this entire thing, right? I would right click, copy, go back to my document here, and then I would right click and paste it in there. All right. Now I have to close that with a greater than sign, and we'll just call this one LINK. Now we're going to be renaming them, and I'm going to tell you the reason why in a minute here. But first, I need to show you how to make a link, and then we close that just like we close any other tag. Okay, so this is almost like the attribute href. Okay, and then we name it link and we close it. So let's go ahead and save that, and let's go to our home, and let me take this off to the bottom here, and we'll double click this, so automatically bring up my Chrome browser because of the .html extension. And if I click on link, you'll see that it takes us to this page that we copied earlier, the HTML tables. Okay, and if we click back, it goes back. Now, whenever you start naming links, okay, now this is an important aspect of search engine optimization. They have something called link juice. Okay, so whenever you type in click here or something of that nature, that really doesn't show what's on this page and what it's all about. Okay, you want something like, this particular page right here is about HTML tables. So we could say HTML tables. Click here. Okay. We can make that as long as we want, but you just want it to make sense. So we're going to go ahead and hit save and refresh, and now we have HTML tables. This is called link juice, and the search engines and other places keep track of what the anchor text is. So this is the anchor, right? This is the anchor going to this particular web page. This is the anchor text. All right. And whenever we click on that HTML tables, click here, the search engines kind of like spy on you whenever you're in there whenever you're in their search engines, or if you're coming from social media, if you're coming from other websites that are indexed, and you click on their links, then you get that link juice for that particular keyword phrase. You probably heard about keyword phrases. Well, this is where you want your keyword phrases to show up when you're linking. Okay. Now, there's a couple things that we can add to the anchor, just like we added to the images and the iframe and the div IDs and classes that we were talking about. One of the things that we can do with anchor text is target, because here you can see whenever I click this link, it just opens in the same tab, right? What if we wanted to open this up in a new tab? What if we wanted it to have it so it goes new so that the people stay on your website? Well, what you would do there is you would type in target equals quote, then underscore new, like that, okay? Let's go ahead and save that. We'll refresh this page, and now we'll just come here and click on the link, and notice how it opens the link up in a new tab, okay? It opens it up in a new tab, and we still have our tab here, okay? So that's one of the things that you could put on links. Another thing that you could put on a link is a relation of no follow. Well, why would you want to do that? Okay, well, there's one major reason why you would want to put REL equals and then all lowercase, no follow. What you're telling the search engine there is don't attribute this particular keyword phrase or this link that you're outlinking to my website. I found something that might be helpful, but I'm not in control of that other website. I don't know if the page is going to be there tomorrow. So you put no follow, because if they follow through, then you're passing what they call page rank, your authority, your domain authority, your page authority. And if you don't have REL no follow, you don't have you're not passing. You're not, if you have this in there, you're not passing page rank. And you'll notice if we go ahead and save this, really nothing happens. Okay, this is all kind of like a search engine thing. Okay, when the search engines come and spider you. This has nothing to do with, having links on your website and them clicking. It's just when the search engines come through and they start following all your links that you have on your page. All right. So that's another thing. Another thing that you could give a link is some helpful text. And we do that with the title attribute. TITLE equals, we could say absolute beginners course. Okay. Now, it's not always a good idea to have the REL no follow if you're linking to a reputable site or, something on your page. So let's go ahead and take that out of there, and we'll hit save. And let me show you what this title does. When we hit refresh, if I hover over that, you see that title pop up there, just like before. Okay, so that's what a title does to an anchor link. All right. Now, other than this, there's other things that we could get into for titles, like alt tags, and there's different types of targets. Okay, there's another one called underscore blank. Okay, and let me show you what that does. So let's go ahead and refresh the page. When we click it, in the Chrome browser, it just brings up another tab. Okay, in maybe a different browser like Internet Explorer, maybe it'll bring up a new window. Okay, so that there's about 4 or 5 different targets that you can use. But generally, if I want them to stay on my web page and I just wanted to open up in a new, I'll do that. Okay, now let's say that we have several links. And for instance, let's take a look at A1 Website Pro. All right. You look at all these links going across the top of the page. They all take you to different sections of my website, right? Now, here we are talking about HTML Absolute Beginners Course and Web Development Part 4. But up here you have a link to my Amazon tutorials. Here you have a link to my PHP tutorials, so on and so forth. Well, Amazon really doesn't have anything to do with this right here, the HTML tables for absolute beginners. So if you actually right click and inspect the element, you'll see I have the attribute of or REL of no follow. Okay, that's because when Google search engine or Yahoo or come here to spider my site and they follow all the links, I don't want them attributing this particular piece of information to this page. Okay? Do you understand that? If you need more clarification, send me a message and I'll try to clarify it a little bit better. But what you want to do is every link on this page should have to do with the H1 tag and the title tag, which is HTML tables for absolute beginners. And once I start getting off and linking to Amazon or Chevy trucks or you know clothing, if I have a link like that up here, I don't want it attributed to this. Okay, just for search engine purposes. That's all that is for. Just for search engine purposes. The REL tag. All right. All right, so now whenever we're linking to an outbound link, this is called an outbound link. Why is it an outbound link? The reason why this is an outbound link is because it's not part of our particular website. Our website right now is desktop, okay? Basically, it's this is our website. And whenever this first part changes and goes to right here, all right, a1websitepro.com, it's considered an outbound link. Now let me show you what an inbound link is. Whenever you're on a website, and for instance, let me just go ahead and bring this up one more time. A1Website Pro. All these are inbound links, okay? So whenever you click on one of these other links, right, this link right here, when you're on the same domain, it's considered an inbound link. If you link this to, FBI.com, and it's going somewhere else, it's called an outbound link. All right. And so, what's the difference between inbound and outbound links? Well, inbound links, you don't have to change the entire your anchor link. Now, let me illustrate what I mean. Let's go back to our desktop and let's create another file. And we'll call this new document, an empty document, and we'll call this inbound.html. All right, and let's go ahead and right click, open with, and let's open with our editor. Mine is gedit, yours could be something different. And let me go ahead and grab that bare bones HTML at A1 Website Pro. Okay, copy. Let's paste it in here. And let's go to our head tag, drop down a couple, make a title, and the closing tag. This is an inbound page, okay? And so let's go ahead and inside our body, let's make our H1 tag, and let's just copy what's in the title here. And that way we know that we've arrived at the page, okay? So we're going to save that. And we're going to go back to our desktop here for just a second. And I'm just going to double click on that so it opens up in my browser. Okay, now I'm going to grab this link, copy. Let me see here, something went wrong. Body, this is an inbound page. Okay, let me save this one once again. See if we could figure out what happened here. Oh, look, I misspelled title, T-I-T-L-E. Okay, there we go. So let's save that, and now let's refresh. All right, this is an inbound page. So that's how important, just illustrates the importance of, opening and closing tags properly. So we can have a situation like that. So let's go ahead and grab this link right here. And let's go back to our original index.html. Let's come down here and write out another link, another anchor link. href equals, let's put our quotes in there. Let's go ahead and just paste that file. And we'll call it inbound link. Let's close our anchor text, just like that. And let's go ahead and refresh. Now you notice here's the one table, Website Pro, and then here's the inbound link. When we click that, notice it just takes us to our next page. Okay, so that's an inbound link. All right. A lot of times with inbound links, though, you don't have to have the entire URL structure. You just type inbound.html, and usually if you're on an Apache server, it'll just take it to it'll take you to the correct one. So let's go ahead and refresh here, and let's see if that happens here. Okay. Now you notice that I just have inbound.html. I don't have the entire one. I can do that as long as I'm within the same folder that my other file is in. Okay, so let me go ahead and refresh, show you that one more time. This is an inbound link. Okay, now what if I tried to do that to the HTML tables? What if I tried to just link it to this right here? Let me show you what happens. So if we go here and we get rid of the first part of this, and I save it, and I refresh, I click on it, you can see your file is not found. Okay? Because look, it's trying to go to File Home, Maximus, Desktop, HTML tables for beginners. Okay? Because it tries to substitute that first section. Okay? And we need to let the anchor link know that it's going to an outbound link that's not in this particular folder. Okay? I hope this tutorial was easy and understandable. If you need any clarification, don't hesitate to contact me. I look forward to working with you in the next lesson. We're going to be talking about a ordered list and unordered list in the next lesson. And that's where you get the bullets and the numbers, the listings going down. This is Max with A1 Website Pro. Thanks.